Hi, I'm Jeff Cohn, and thank you very much for being with us today on another edition of the Mayor's Corner. I am delighted to be here with Mayor Rudez, the mayor of the village of University Park. Hello, Mayor. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Cohn. Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Good. I heard you've been busy.
Somewhat, quite busy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I got a lot of things to talk about, to catch your stakeholders up in terms of what the great things that's happening in the village of University Park. You know, what I would like to start with is the cannabis. I know that you have reported out that there's a lot of potential for the cannabis cultivation, the center, and also the dispensaries in town. So I want to give you an opportunity just to give another update on how close you are to actually making that come to fruition.
Well, Jeff, I'll put it like this. Our city council and village board has unanimously 7-0 vote opted into the cannabis industry.
Okay.
We have zoned it only in our commercial area, non-residential. You will not find cannabis dispensaries, cultivation centers, craft growers, or anything in our residential area. It would be everything west of Cicero Avenue. And what we've opted in are to have a craft grower, which craft growers are the people who actually grow the flower in a kind of secured facility.
Okay.
That creates maybe 50 to 100 jobs in the community.
Wow.
And would bring also a significant amount of revenue that the village can use deemed necessary towards some of the projects that we need to get working on in town, such as roads, infrastructure, getting up some of our closed amenities back up to speed,
Sure.
such as the Regal Farm, Pine Lake, Hickok Pool, renovations for our town center. So that's what the craft growers do, as they actually grow the flower. I think, if I'm not mistaken, through studies, it's about a 90-day period from one plant to another. And it would be actually a good thing for the community. And the average craft grower, according to statistics, will probably average about $14.2 million a year starting off, depending on how consistent they are and making sure that their stock is up to date.
Oh, great. So that means now all you have to do is be selected.
Yes.
Okay, by the state?
Well, not actually the village being selected by the state, but we've had several inquiries from cannabis companies, some which were medical, and some which are going into the recreational field.
Okay.
The thing about it, the ones who have the medical license already were some of the first ones to be licensed at the first of the year in January of 2020. The other applicants will get noticed May 1st on who's going to be awarded licenses.
Okay.
There are 5 people that we know of, 5 companies that we know of that have applied who would love to have an opportunity to come into our industrial park and University Park.
Excellent. Good.
So that's step 1, craft growers. Number 2 are infusers, processors, and dispensaries. So what I've learned about the industry is that nothing goes to waste with the plant. After the flower is taken off and turned into cannabis for medical or just recreational smoking, they take the plant and they break it down and they use that for CDBs, for humans and animals as well. Then the infusers, they also take it and liquefy it. They make gummies and candy bars and all kind of things of that nature. The transportation hubs are opportunities for minorities or anyone to be actually talking about the cannabis, to be transportation. Say, for instance, there's a cannabis facility in University Park and they want to distribute to more than just the dispensaries there, then there's an opportunity for transportation providers to come. So we've opted in for all of those opportunities.
Okay.
We've opened up the door to try to bring in additional revenue for the residents of University Park. And one thing that we don't want to do, we're tired of taxing out our residents. It's time to see the residents get something for their tax dollars.
Right.
And I really greatly appreciate the governor's legislation to get this thing done and finding a way for municipalities to finally get an opportunity to move forward.
It's been very successful in the state. I mean, and across the state, and all of the sales and business activities around cannabis. It's just had a very, very positive impact. I was driving in Homewood right after the first of the year, and there was a line that was almost a half-mile long.
Yeah, and well, look at this. January 1st in the city of Chicago, the 1st through the 12th, there were 495,300 some odd transactions, which come to a gross revenue of $11.9 million in 12 days. Can you imagine if University Park just gets a portion of that? No more ragged roads, no more closed amenities, a whole new look for the town. So it gives us an opportunity to move forward with the new laws and the new opportunities.
Sure.
And now it seems that universities are now crafting classes around on how to get into the industry, how to be a craft grower. You know, it's now science working at its finest. So
good.
It's a good opportunity.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that you all are up on it and that things are moving in the right direction for you. And so hopefully in the future we'll be able to get a report out that it's happened. Right.
That one of our vendors, come May 1st,
okay,
gets notified that they are awarded a license and they're going to locate in University Park.
I'm looking forward to that.
That makes 2 of us.
All right, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you mentioned the roads and mentioned some of the amenities that people would love to have more of, and while people don't think about, but this next question is actually connected to roads, and I'm gonna let you articulate it. But what is the village doing to prepare for the census, for the 2020 census?
Well, what we've done to this date, and I don't know if people got the opportunity to see our guest last week with Trustee Sharon McGuire.
Right.
But what we're doing, we've got a complete count committee here in University Park.
Okay.
And and there's also job opportunities. And what the complete count committee does, we're disseminating people all throughout the town. Jeff, it's very, very important.
So, Mayor, this is important. The everyone actually completing the census. Why is it so important?
Well, Jeff, it's very important because every person counted is $15,000 per person over a period of 10 years.
Oh.
And when we have every person counted in University Park, this is a federally funded revenue stream.
Right.
It's important because these things can be applied to our streets, our roads, our bridges, schools and education, healthcare facilities, housing assistance, public transportation, child and adult assistance programs, career and technical grants, Medicare Part B, assistance for people transitioning out of homelessness.
Wow.
It's very, very important that we count every resident in University Park.
Okay.
It's very valuable, and this is an opportunity for us to have a chance, again, to get ahead, to get some of the things that our community is in need of, as such as getting our roads repaired, getting our amenities up and going, getting more patrols on the street, ensuring our community is safe.
Okay. And I also heard that that there are potential that if we don't do the, and I know you like to look at the glasses half full and not look at things from a negative, but if we don't do this, we could lose congressional seats also.
Oh, that is so true, Mr. Cohen. Absolutely. And we do not need to lose any congressional seats. We need all the congressional help that we can have for University Park.
Right,
so that's another very important fact that you have brought out, that we need to get everyone counted because we do not want to jeopardize our congressional seats.
So what do you want to tell them before we leave this the census for 2020? What do you want to say one more time?
Please be counted. Find a way to get counted. It's such a simple process. It's online. There's paper forms, and the website, uscensus.gov. So there are 3 opportunities to get counted. Don't be afraid to be counted. This actually increases the value of the community we live in.
Excellent. Good, good, good. So do the census, folks. Get out there and do it. It's important. All right? You want your streets fixed, like the mayor said, in one way or another? It helps out. Every dollar counts.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite. inspire, and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
Mayor, you all have also moved your operations, Village Hall operations. You want to share anything about the move?
Well, I can share a little bit about the move. This is something that I walked into. This is something that I inherited. This is something that was done prior to me being sworn in as mayor. That my predecessor and the board then decided that they wanted to have a new Village Hall.
Okay.
So they've located from the 698 Burnham address to 44 Town Center Drive, which is in our town center. And the new offices are nice, and as things get, they just moved in recently, so they're trying to get things squared away and nice and neat and in order. So there will be some video opportunities to the residents to come in and tour. Maybe there'll be a soft grand opening. So that's an opportunity. So we want to let the residents know that Village Hall is no longer at 698 Burnham Drive, and the new address is 44 Town Center Drive, right next to the Money Township Assessor's Office. And for those longtime residents, it is the old building where the Will County Health Department used to be.
So if they have questions, can they just call the Village Hall?
Yeah, they can call the Village Hall. All the numbers are still the same. Everything is consistently the same.
Good.
Yes, except just the physical location. Absolutely.
Good. Is there anything else that they can expect from this new location that you would like to share with them?
Well, it is my goal and the village manager's goal and the board of trustees to ensure that the delivery of services to the residents are more efficient, more user-friendly, and the residents have an opportunity to get what they're paying for. Yeah, that's what we can expect.
Excellent.
More efficiency.
Good. Well, I'm sure that there's some new things in the new center operations and center. So
yeah, it's kind of up to date with different technology. It's pretty neat.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So the mayor's office has been doing special events, and so you've been doing a lot of them since we started actually doing the Mayor's Corner. So what would you like to share with the residents of the Village of University Park in terms of what's upcoming?
Well, Jeff, if you don't mind, before we go into what's going on in especially Mayor's Office and special events, I'd like just to take the time out to invite all of our residents to our community visioning workshop, which is this upcoming Saturday, February 29th, 10 o'clock a.m. at the 90 Town Center Drive location. And what this does is give the residents an opportunity to give their input, prioritize what they would like us to aggressively pursue first. There will be breakout tables, our engineers will be there, there'll be presentations, they'll be showing what we've done so far as administration, as far as grant applications and what our strategic plan is on moving the community forward. So if you want to be a part of the positive solutions moving forward, this is the place to be. It's from 10 a.m. till 12 o'clock p.m. And should be very exciting, and the residents can have their input, and we'll take it from there.
Good. So that's an opportunity for people to come and be heard then.
Yeah. Come on, it's going to be, I believe it will be a great event, festive opportunities, and just see, it's a new day, it's a new vision, and there's actually going to be planning, and we're going to take it step by step by step. Lots of times our residents want things like right away. Things didn't get this way right away. It took a period of time, but we are aggressively pursuing these things, and we want their input to see which direction that they want us to prioritize.
Okay,
all right.
Great. So come, you've been invited. Come, let your voice be heard. So what other special events do you have coming up over the month of March and in the future?
Well, the next main special event for the Mayor's Office of Special Events, there's going to be a village-wide garage sale, which was May 19th, 2020. You'll be able to go onto our website and get your application and your list and see exactly what it is, but we're asking for everyone to participate. This is an opportunity to do a little spring cleaning, sell some things that you might have stored away in the garage for over a period of time, and an opportunity to bring people together. Let you start to know our neighbors, getting to know each other better, and just you find some hidden treasures here. Next we'll be having car shows. I think there are 5 car shows scheduled for the summer. It's going to be called Motown Music Sunday, where they'll have antique cars, custom cars, classic cars with a Motown theme.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it will start like at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock p.m. on Sunday afternoons and go off to dawn and stuff. And so we're trying to do things to bring people into the community and enhance relationships. And just, we're a very viable community. So let's do some things. That was just a couple of things off the top of the head. We also plan outdoor concerts for the summer to bring our residents together and naturally our back to school event. So they're very busy, a dedicated group of volunteers.
So, so they'll be getting more information
no doubt about
on
it.
the website, and they can pick up information from the Village Hall as well,
Yes,
right?
sir.
For each
Yes,
of
sir.
these. Okay, good. You've also committed at the when you were elected and pledged that you would have a closer relationship with Governor State University. How has the relationship been developing since you've been elected?
Well, I'm proud to say that since I've been elected, I've been asked to give welcoming addresses for major unions that were holding things at Governor State, and we've developed a good working relationship. On any event sponsored by Governor State University, our residents will receive a 20% discount at the box office if they're telling me they're a resident from the village of University Park. They've also given us a blessing. We're going to see banners as the spring fastly approaches on our main parkways that represent Governor State University and University Park working hand in hand together and slowly but surely transforming this community into the college town that it actually is. So the relationship is good and improving. We've got a major event. Unfortunately, it's not sponsored by Governor State, but I'm quite sure people see Shang Yu all over the billboards and all over national TV, ABC, Fox 5, and all the stations, that they're coming to University Park. So University Park is starting to get their notoriety, and we're starting to get things, and we're slowly but surely transitioning and making this a destination for families.
I love it. And what's interesting is that they do advertise that it's in University Park, and so that makes it real exciting. So people's like, "Where's University Park?" and look it up and learn more about your village.
Yeah, I was downtown Chicago, and it just made me feel so happy to see University Park on the billboards right down there on 94, right by Roosevelt Road, and all coming south and everything. So great opportunities that Governor State is offering us. It's good. We have a handshake agreement. We're going to work together collaboratively because it's about the community and the region. So it'll do good for not just University Park, but for the Southland in general altogether.
Excellent.
Yes,
well,
sir.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually planning on going to see that performance.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yep. All right. I'll hold you up to that. So, public safety is always on the mind of residents. So, what would you like to share or address about public safety?
Public safety is something I'm very concerned about. Since I've been in office, we've been fortunate enough to swear in 2 new officers. There's an opportunity to swear in 2 more officers upcoming, and on and on and on. Unfortunately, crime isn't just located in the city of Chicago. It's running rampant all over, from the Gold Coast to some of the most high prestigious neighborhoods. And right now, I would love to see us start slowly but surely easing into the drone technology.
Okay.
I like to see some safety inspections. I like to see some, we got to find out who's coming through our doggone town. And when you do these safety and seatbelt checks, lots of times when you ask for that license, you find out people that are out here with warrants and guns and everything. We got to get these guns off the street, man, and we must protect our residents. A lot of times these are some of their only investments, their home. And who wants to feel unsafe walking into their own home or sitting in their driveway? Unfortunately, for some reason, it's just a criminal season, and but we want to do everything that we can possibly do to ensure the safety of our residents. So we're definitely looking forward to bringing on 2 more officers with the past budget that was just done.
Okay.
And the new budget upcoming, there's going to be opportunity for more officers.
Wow.
I want to get that police force built up and not just to police the community, but actually get to know the residents in the community. Go back to the officer-friendly days and understand what's going on. Know who's who in the community. You know, the times have changed. We must communicate with each
Let's
other.
have a relationship.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, everybody's got to help to address crime.
Yeah.
And make sure to protect the community. It's not just the police. Police's responsibility. It's every resident's responsibility,
and if we can take this block by block, precinct by precinct, neighborhood watch, anonymous call lines, all kind of see something, say something, whatever it is. I encourage residents, if they can, get Ring doorbells, get some doggone cameras. Let's have us a close-knit community, so when the hoodlums decide they want to come to University Park, they're going to say, whoop, nope. We don't want to go out in University Park, because they got University Park, they got the Will County Sheriff, and we got Government State Police right here. So, yeah, we want to make sure that our residents and our seniors and our children are safe. They should be able to go out to a park and feel safe. They should be able to sit on their porch and be safe, you know? So that is a very strong priority. Yes.
So you said 4 new officers, 2 and 2, or is it 2 now and 2 in after the new budget?
Well, no, there's still 2 opportunities now on the old budget for 2 laterals, and we'll prayerfully be able to bring in 2 to 4 more officers.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
I'd like to see canine patrols, bike patrols back out here. I want our community to be saturated, not as a police state, but as a safe community.
A safe community. Good. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, you know, as we wrap up, we unfortunately have to just get the update on the aqua crisis and give you an opportunity to share with the stakeholders what's going on with that. So I'm probably going to have to wrap up on it. Hopefully that's a positive note, but if it's not, I'm going to wrap up on a positive note.
Well, it's turning into a positive note as far as the distribution of water. There was a long-standing battle, and that I've been in constant, as I stated on the last show, in constant communication with the Attorney General office. Finally, the order has been delivered, and now there's opportunity for residents to get 4 cases of water at one time instead of coming back every other day to get 1 case of water. The hours now are Monday from 11 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. On Wednesday, it's 11 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. And on Saturdays, it's 11 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. There's also a number that our seniors or people with disabilities can call and have water delivered to their home. And I'll make sure that our TV studio has that number so we can post it to let the residents be able to call. And if you have any discrepancies or any problems with getting delivery of water, please let me know. You know, so it's headed in the right direction, and I think that, and I want people to know, this was not something that Aqua volunteered to do. This was a month and a half or a 2-month battle with negotiation, trying to make sure that the residents' needs are being met.
And people need to know that. I mean, because they'll start getting the convenience and 4 cases and not remember, and that you said it. You said you went to fight. Went to battle for them, and you actually delivered this. And I'm really impressed that what you said that you're going to get, that you got it actually.
Yeah, I mean, you got to trust the process. Government actually works, but you look at it like this: it's like frozen syrup in the refrigerator. It has to thaw out, but it actually works. You just have to trust the process, stay persistent, and fight for the cause. I'm fighting for the people every day.
Good.
And they just, sometimes they might not realize I'm not one to actually do a whole lot of what I do, because I'd rather be judged by my actions. And if I can get the support of our residents to stand behind me and be a part of the solution, then we can make this a better community, and we're moving in that direction.
Excellent.
As far as the piping, coating on the pipe, we're at about 80% there. I'll be getting a report at the end of February on exactly where we are, in talks with the Attorney General's office and the Will County State's Attorney and the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency and the U.S. EPA, that we're looking at dates to have another town hall forum and let everybody know what's going on, and this will be hosted by those regulatory agencies.
Good.
So the fight is still going on, but it's glad to see that there's little relief. When I was driving by last week, I mean, that line was all the way to Speedway gas station.
Picking up water?
Yeah, picking up water, but I think it really helps people. They can just pick it up at one bulk time.
As opposed to multiple trips.
Yeah, it helps me.
Right. Good.
Yeah, because I'm still on that advisory as well, so I feel the pain.
Good. Well, congratulations in getting that feat, at least getting across that hurdle. Sometimes you have to celebrate hurdles.
Yeah,
And that's the most important thing, you know, when you have a longer journey to go on or race to run. In this case, getting across those hurdles are important.
I'm going to
celebrate them.
Yeah,
and not let people forget that where you started and that you're making progress towards the finish line ultimately of getting this completely resolved for the village.
With thanks, Mr. Cohen. You know, I inherit this thing on June 14th after 28 days in office. And you know, I took it with a grain of salt and kept on moving. You know, so
God don't kill you.
Yeah, you know,
make you stronger.
And I look at it like this: God knew the storm was coming. He
Right.
placed me there for a reason. And God doesn't promote people for failure. So if people stay the course and just work with us, be a part of the solution. Some things you might not understand, but trust, this is all for the good of everyone.
Good. That's excellent to hear. You know, that is a positive note. It actually made me happy to hear that's a good news report. So
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that. And so, you know, there's a lot going on as usual, and I really appreciate the direction that you're moving. And every time we come and we do another edition, there's forward progress on the things that you said you're going to do, and so it takes action to move things forward. So be proud of the fact that, you know, we're not talking about, oh, we haven't got this done. Things are moving forward.
Well, yeah, I'm a mayor that doesn't worry. I'm not going to talk about what we don't have. I'm just projecting on what we can have.
Good.
And it's time for our residents to start projecting a positive attitude moving forward.
Good.
The things of the past are always going to be behind us. When you're driving in that car, what's the big picture? The front window, not the rear view mirror.
It's the smallest
So
one.
we got to move forward.
Smallest one.
Yeah.
All right, and moving forward, there's a lot of great things happening in the village of University Park, and so you all have a lot to be proud of, and I thank the mayor for keeping the focus and making sure that you're getting the information that you deserve, and I hope that you're sharing it with other people that don't have it, because you all are the most important part of making your town important and successful. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Always good to see you. And residents, get counted. Go to uscensus.gov. Jobs are still available. Thank you so much.